off with Gambit in his Excalibur uniform. So players can see he has a new looking coat there. This uniform actually comes with 4 new skills. Part of the uniform effect is players can actually recover HP when using his Royal Flush skill, which we'll go ahead and talk about in more detail in just a moment. And we're going to go ahead and start off with our first attack, which is the Staff Swing. Pretty cool. Has a good, can deal issues such as stun and energy. Move on to the second skill, which is the X Tornado. This attack deals stun, paralysis, and fracture. That's a cool little attack there.
Very whirly.
Now the third skill, which is one of my personal favorites, is the Card Explosion. This deals fear, paralysis, and also does an overall buff to your attack. You can see cards come up and just kind of close in on the enemy. After that, causing them to run, hence because of the fear.
Nice.
Next attack is the Wild Card. This effect isn't necessarily new. That's just another skill that's implied. Next skill is the new skill, which is called the Royal Flush. It's going to occur just right now. So you can just see him do like make it rain with
That's exactly how I describe that.
Yeah, Gambit gets a good potent buff for his overall attack, while also dealing stun and of course fear. Right, next up is his Awakening ability, referred to as the Full Deck. Not only does he make it rain, he has a couple new teammates that are actually joining him. Not new, but definitely familiar faces. You see X-23 and Nightcrawler.
Very cool. A couple X-Men buddies. Also featured along the Dawn of X.
So in addition to getting like a super buff in terms of his overall attack, in addition to different critical rate and damage, he also, as you see, summons Nightcrawler and X-23, and they deal a good bunch of damage in addition to stun and bleed. So look forward to that. And and that is just one of the many things, one of the many changes coming to the update.
Very good.
Next character to be updated is actually Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler is a little bit different. So he has more of a visual reskin. So his attacks are still the same, similar to his X-Force, with just a couple more minor tweaks. So for example, the uniform effect for Nightcrawler actually enhances his Into the Shadow and Out of Thin Air abilities, while also increasing his chain hit during his attack just by a tad more. And now we're going to start taking a look at his skills.
Very good. Let's see what Kurt's got.
So first skill on the list, again, a lot of these skills similar to the X-Force uniform. First up is the Blind Side. This little ditty gives you a little stun and a little bit of bleed. Skill number 2 is the Dimensional Wave. Not only does it cause a bleed, but of course you can see there he summons his illusions, or little brothers. Next skill is the Fencing Master. So a little additional buff that comes with this uniform is that this attack actually deals paralysis and grants you a bit of immunity. Number 4 is the Fearsome Acrobat. Again, not a new skill, but this causes stun and fear.
Good.
Number 5 is the Nightmare Slash. An additional buff that comes with this uniform is that it actually decreases the enemy's defense.
Also good. Very slashy.
And now is the skill everyone's been waiting for. With the help of his assistants Gambit and of course X-23, we have his Awakening skill, the Night Raid. This little ditty causes stun, fear, silence, and also decreases the enemy's defense while giving you a super buff for your critical rate and damage, and of course your overall attack. Next uniform on the list is something we know people have been wanting to see, and that is for Cable with his X of Swords uniform, or Kid Cable. This uniform actually enhances the skill shot while also increasing your critical damage and chain damage. So that's part of the benefits for the uniform. Let's see how they are in action.
Awesome.
All right, now we're going to start off with his skill. Skill number 1 is the Judgment of Life. Boom, jumps up with the sword, causing enemies to be bind together while also stunning. Next is the Explosive Sword. In addition to bleed, it causes silence while also incapacitating your foes and increasing your critical rate.
Good.
Number 3 is a familiar skill. This is the Orbit Strike. Again, this is not new. Players, of course, can recover HP while also accumulating true damage. Skill number 4, another not necessarily new skill. This is the Warping Crossfire.
Whoa. I like it.
Fifth is a new skill that comes with this uniform. That is the Dimension Flash. And only does it incapacitate foes, it causes bleed while also increasing your overall attack against supervillains for 50% or 1 attack. So make sure you make that attack count. We're going to take a look at his T3 ability.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So with that explosion, this explosion causes a decrease to your opponent's defense, while also granting you some invincibility, while increasing one of your attacks up to 45%.
And as we all know, cool guys don't look at explosions.
No, they don't. And that does it for Cable.
Very good.
Now, next up is a very special uniform because of a very special event. So, Kim, I'm going to go ahead and let you explain this. What's so special about this?
That's right, because a very special Merc is celebrating a very special anniversary. Deadpool is celebrating his 30th anniversary.
That's right, Kim. So, as you can see, Deadpool will receive two separate uniforms, one was being white and one black. There isn't necessarily a difference between the uniforms other than the color, but we're going to go ahead and go right to the skills because there are a lot of fun visuals that come with this uniform. So,
of course there are.
Take a look. So special effects that come with this uniform is that, of course, it enhances the healing factor while also changing the effect of the Merc with a mouth skill. As a result, this actually increases your HP while also increasing your guaranteed dodge rate by up to 20%. First skill on the list is the Yoink skill. So if you notice, he actually takes the stat icon for healing and then deals it at his enemies. This little attack causes burn. Is the shooting spree. He throws some grenades and hits, basically uses like every type of firearm in the book and just decimates his foes.
Very good.
Skill number 3 is the Artistic Assassin. This attack, again, decreases your enemy's defense while also increasing your defense and damage.
I like it. I like it.
Skill number 4 is similar to Lady Deadpool's perfect precision attack. This is the killer move.
It's pretty killer.
And this causes stun, bleed, and of course, again, decreases the enemy's defense. A lot of defense down attacks, while also, again, increasing your defense and attack. Now, my favorite is the 5th skill. This is the dizzying finish. So as you can see, he hops in drives straight into the enemy, and then afterwards, it just causes an explosion. That's fantastic.
Oh, Deadpool, you scamp.
Like, oh, I didn't see you there.
Whoops. That's silly. I like it.
So again, the uniforms that come with it, he does have a black and white uniform that come with it. As far as details for that, more details for how to unlock these uniforms will be available at a later date. So stay tuned for that.
Well, I love that, but aren't there more uniforms coming soon?
All right. So for players that have been paying attention to the market video, you'll notice 2 characters actually received a uniform update. That is X23 and Rogue. We don't have too much details for you at the moment, but however, you can definitely look forward to that at a later date as well.
All right, we'll stick around.
All right, and that does it for all the new uniforms that are coming with the V680 update.
All right, everyone, that about does it for this update for V680. We have a lot of awesome uniforms this time, including Gambit from Excalibur, Nightcrawler Classic Version, Cable from X of Swords, and Cable. And Deadpool also celebrated a big anniversary, and for that we have a black and white version of a new uniform for him and some awesome animations in there that I liked a lot. Also, I want to remind you all to check out Dawn of X comics from Marvel. I particularly enjoyed Cable. Of course, we have more updates to come in the upcoming days and weeks, right, Cage?
That's right. We have a couple new features that will be presented as well. Go ahead and keep an eye out for the patch notes for more details on that. And we look forward to hearing your feedback on it. Of course, stay tuned to our social media, such as our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where we will provide more updates later on. And until then, you all have a great day. I'm going to go back to my recording vacation and look forward to seeing you guys and your thoughts on the V680 updates when it arrives.
Again, that's not how you play a violin, and violins are not known for being relaxing. But hey, everyone, thank you for joining us, and please enjoy Dawn of X. Until next time, agents.
Bye-bye.
Here we go.